getting started. From my experience, working with students, a lot of students, struggle, in the first part. They want to come up with a really compelling hook. They want to, really draw in the reader's attention. I'm sure we've all learned from composition classes that, having a strong opening, is really important. That's true, yes, but at the same time, you shouldn't, think that you shouldn't, spend so much time trying to come up with an original, creative opening that you spin your wheels. I think sometimes it's best if you start in the middle and work your way out. And I mean, I think you can start with a small occurrence in terms of picking a small moment and then expanding. I think starting small, then going big. I mean, I think one thing to keep in mind as you're writing this is think of your essay as a camera lens in terms of you start off small and then you make it something more profound. Like I said, I think starting in the beginning is a great way to start. And then at the end, hopefully, once the creative juices are flowing at that point, you can kind of go back to the beginning and come up with that really compelling, really interesting hook that starts off your essay. So the biggest challenge, I think this is the biggest challenge at least, is the fact that, for the Common App essay at least, it's 650 words. I think for the Coalition app, it's 550. I mean, 650 words is not a lot. I mean, before you know it, once you start writing, you realize that you're at 500 words, that you're gonna hit that word limit, very, very soon. And this could be a source of stress and anxiety. The fact that, oh my God, I just started writing and I feel like I'm already over the word limit. So I think to start off with, you can make it easier on yourself is just to ignore this at first. So just write, just get the ideas down, and just get your ideas down, and don't even worry about the word count. Ultimately, yes, you will need to get your essay down to 650 words, but to me it's easier to edit down to 650 words as opposed to always having the word count in the bottom of your screen and being stressed out that you're gonna run over. So ignore the word count at first. Just get the ideas down, and hopefully you're not writing 3,000 words or 2,500 words. But get the ideas down, and then eventually you'll find a way to get in 650 words. And for the Common App, they're very hard, they're very strict about this. Like your essay will actually cut off at 650 words. So that is a hard limit. So in terms of getting started, I think you really want to use specific details. You want to use specific details. I mean, you want to really have the reader get attached to you as the writer, as the speaker of the essay. And a great way to do that is to use really vivid language. Don't tell them, show them. I'm sure you've probably heard that before from your English teachers. Don't tell, show, in terms of using really language, specifics, that sort of thing. And like I said, it's okay, if you go over the word limit in doing that at this point. Again, we'll edit down, but using specific vivid language, that's what's going to draw readers in to this personal essay. So let's talk about the tone. I mean, you want it to be formal. You don't want to, it's not like you're having a conversation, with one of your friends, and you certainly, want to use, proper grammar and syntax. So you want to be polished, but you don't want it to be overly too over the top. You don't want it to seem highbrow. I mean, at the end of the day, you want to sound like a high school student, a high school senior. And I think colleges at this point, kind of know, what a high school senior sounds like. So, I mean, you want to be authentic and use language that you use, if you were speaking to an adult, not necessarily one of your friends, but certainly an adult that you want to impress. I think that's kind of, that should be the aim in terms of, the tone and language that you use with the essay. So, once you have your idea, I mean, one thing that you want to keep in mind is having what I call an aha moment. By an aha moment, I think it's an opportunity for you as the writer to demonstrate, that you have, learned something, that you have a better understanding of who you are and what you're about, in the story that you're telling. And remember, you are telling a story. You're telling a story about yourself, but you're telling a story that has a point to the extent that you're revealing something meaningful and profound about who you are, or what you learned, or what you value, or what you appreciate. So, I think every story will have that aha moment. And in terms of you really explaining, okay, this is why I'm telling you this. This is why, this is an interesting story. This is where, my personality really comes through in terms of this is who I am and what I care about.